Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome. Namaste. Lovely to have you here today. My name is Sadhana, and I'm here today doing live readings. And today I thought I would do something a little bit different. And my intention today, which I have been doing over the last few weeks, is to draw a single card to inspire your message. But something very uncharacteristic of me is that I'm going to be working with a tarot deck I have not worked with before. I haven't even welcomed this tarot deck into my life. It was one that I purchased for its beauty. It's one that I purchased for my connection to the Japanese culture, but also the simplicity and the beauty of the arts in the Japanese culture. The deck that I'm working with today is called the Tarot of Japanese Poetry. And I'm going to read for each of you the poem that is connected to the card, as well as I thought I would just talk a little bit about why I'm going in this direction today. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm a tarot reader and work with clients through a few different modalities. And I think one of the greatest gifts of healing is to learn to slow down, to focus on the exhale breath, to focus on just the little things that are right in front. And it can be such a blessing to find life, to be in life a little more simply. I did a video a while back, JOMO versus FOMO, and I want you to know that I really embrace this way of being. Simplicity is honestly just a great expression. And today, the moon is in Capricorn. The moon also tomorrow is in Capricorn for part of the day. We're also in the sun sign of Taurus. So in this abundance of earthiness, the moon is also waning. This is a great time, I think, to really embrace sensual pleasures. And when I think about this in terms of course, sensual pleasures can go too far in one direction, but there's a place for luxuriating in the flavor of food and the feel of the texture of the grass underneath your feet, things like this. There's a place for just really appreciating being present, and this is kind of where I want to go and take each of you today. And so I offer up the Tarot of Japanese Poetry as inspiration for each of you. Shuffles, and beautifully shuffles, just great. The publisher of this deck is Deluxe Cards. I don't think I've had a deck from this publishing house before. Welcome, Clevis and Patricia and Donna and Dee and Laura. Welcome to all of you. Okay. Hi, Janine. So I'm going to start with a card for the collective and I invite you to close your eyes and perhaps putting one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, and just drink in the fullness of your breath. My burnt candle here. I'm going to move that. Okay, I think I have booked the deck, which is a term I didn't know until some card playing. Well, maybe not. Maybe just there's one upside down. Okay. All right. We'll cut and share with you. Okay. And if you have questions about the cards or the suits or anything in this deck, this might not be the appropriate time to ask me. I'm assuming this is a Two of Pentacles sort of energy. There is an absence of color, a sepia tone. It's a 2. 2s are about reflection. And also when I think of and looking into this this parchment here, I'm feeling, I did a video also too about black and white versus color decks. And there's just something about decks that are in sepia tones or in black and white that give us a bit of space for breathing room. Hello, Amanda. Welcome. No, I haven't, but I will be sure to write that down. The Pillow Book by Say Shonigan. No. I do have a few books on simplicity. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the poetry. Does anybody have this deck? And of course, I'm assuming that I know how it is organized, but I do not. Rhyme swooped down to blooming fields, disheartening the flower. And yet the flower blooms. Matsuo Basho. In this time of year, it's a funny card to come up actually for the collective right now, because at this time of year where I am, we are beginning to emerge into a very colorful season, and this card feels I didn't mention the quiet as well too. That was something that struck me before I picked up in search of the poem. The quiet, and how the silence in, I mentioned a few activities down below, but the silence in a stroll on the beach. And I'm laughing right now because right now, oh my goodness, we have so much noise at the beach. The sea lions are migrating. And they are so noisy, but usually I can find the silence at the beach in a morning walk or in the forest on a walk. And there's something here. It's almost like there's a secret. There's a secret that nature possesses. Yeah, very beautiful. Hi, Perry. Welcome. I'm going to pull a couple more cards. I'd like to expand on this reading for the collective. Oh, okay. You were watching me, so we have another 2. So 2 of reflection. Oh, and the moon. Okay. All cards of reflection. There's a stillness. There's a quiet. And it's funny because as I was signing off class last night for the Tarot Foundations class, I was suggesting today is Tuesday, and we were talking about day of the week spreads, and Tuesday being connected to the energy of Mars, and to be inspired by your favorite Tower card. And as I was preparing for today, contemplating the moon in Capricorn and this compelling reason to find some space and to find some silence. It feels kind of contradictory to everything I said in class last night. Now, granted, I was teaching about using the days of the week as inspiration, but this feels very much in alignment with today, tomorrow. Also the energy of the waning moon. I feel as well too there is an impatience. There's a level of discomfort with the energy of the waning moon. What are we supposed to do if this is a time of non-action, right? And this is a time really to drink in the solitude and a time for quiet and peace and restoration. And one thing I love about the Two of Autumn in this card is the solo. We see the solo figures on either side, and I think that also requires some courage. Some courage in knowing that some of the greatest blessings come when we walk alone. I was sitting on I'm not sure what you call them in Bali, but I was sitting on the deck of my cottage in Bali. I was very young. I was in my, early 20s, and it was in a rice field, and there was a long path that led up to the group of cottages where I was staying. And I was watching this. I've told you this story before, but I tell it again. I was watching this man walk up the path, and he had sort of like he had leather sandals on and a backpack and shorts, and he was an older man, and he had a guide Michelin in his hand, and he walked up and he said something to the effect of, "Do you realize you have the very best room in all of Bali?" And we had a we shared very few words, but what we did share touched me really deeply. And what I learned in my 20s, I journeyed a lot alone, was that people approach you when you are alone, and these may be, I don't know how to put words to this, but I had so many transformative moments wandering the world on my own, and I think this is it's part of this day-to-day experience as well too, is to really get comfortable with yourself. And if you're not able to wander outdoors, if you're not able to be out in nature, finding the gift of, or the joy in something that is only possible to understand and do and experience on your own is such a great gift. Such a great gift. So I want to get back to Donna's comment here. Donna says, "So interesting you're talking about gratitude. I received this today doing a reading for someone. The message here is always gratitude for what has been, what is, and what is to come, never forgetting that all was planned in the perfection of the divine." That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. There is something about the sensual experience of being present as well too. So I invite you to just find something that is with you, right with you, and to pick it up, and to feel its texture, its weight. I don't know, it could be the clear glass of water that is on your desk, or the warm cup of tea. and just really enjoy. Okay. Would anyone like a card? Oh, Perry, being present in love. And I suppose we could read that on different levels, but yes, that is so important. All right, here is a card. For Miss Perry. So we'll go Perry and then Clevis and then Laura. Okay. All right. Perry, close your eyes, take a deep breath in and out. Place your hands on your lap. Feel the warmth, the physicality of your body. And drink in this message, this image, this beautiful painting. Interesting, we have another winter card. The bridge on the right looks like the back of a dragon. Nobody's in a rush. Nobody's in a rush. And it almost appears as if even the bird in the center of the painting is taking its time. And it's not a crowded painting. Everything is spaced. There is space. There is space for the bird. There's no congestion in the river for the man who's going out on the boat. There is space. You ducks that live here in the pond throughout the winter, don't tell people that I come secretly to my beloved. I'll read it again. You ducks that live here in the pond throughout the winter, don't tell people that I come secretly to my beloved. I was reading or interpreting, listening to that poem in one way, and then I look at the painting and I imagine a story. I imagine an older person getting into the boat and making a bit of a journey to their beloved. And this is a devotional practice that requires quite a bit of physical effort. But there's something in the paddling, there's something in the process and the journey. And then when I first listened to the poem, I was just simply thinking of the beloved as connecting with the divine and with the earth. Yeah. Okay. Clevis, this is for you. Clevis, I also invite you to close your eyes, take a breath in and out. Resting your hands on your lap or crossing your arms across your body. Feeling your arms. touch. Touch. Being present in touch. These paintings are so beautiful. This is 5 of summer, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. One thing that strikes me, and of course, we can go to a 5 of fire kind of energy if that's what this card is, but it's these 2 souls are practicing let's say the art of fencing out in the middle of nowhere, blessed by the gift of the sun and the space that is all around. There may be grunts or there may be laughter. But there's freedom. There's freedom. And that's what I'm feeling today, this need, this yearning for freedom and space. How can we create space? One of the suggestions below was to clear off your desk. If you have a bunch of little appliances on your kitchen counter, wipe them off and wrap the cords up and put them away. Clear the counter. We can make space. And by making physical space, we make space in our heart. We make space in our mind. And Clevis, there's something here too about I feel there's a secret love. There's a secret. These 2 figures take their fencing gear and they go out into nature to practice or joust. I'm not sure if that's the right word for fencing. And they, it's fun. It's physical. They're connected with the earth. I imagine they have bare feet and they're connected with that space, and the sun is shining on their face and their skin, and it just feels so good. This image of touching everything and allowing oneself to be touched. Sorry, I'm jiggling the table. All right. So that's your card, Clevis. All right, Laura. Laura, your turn to close your eyes. Big breath in and out. Feel your hands. Interesting. I wanted to say feel your breasts. Feel your beauty. Feel your fullness. Feel your femininity. All right, this card is for Laura. All right, so this is for Laura, and this deck is called the Tarot of Japanese Poetry. This is 10 of Autumn. Okay. One of the things I loved about Japan First time I was there, I stayed for just over 3 years. And I've been there many times since. And if you have a Japanese calendar, on the calendar there is on not every calendar, but sort of a old culture calendars, it tells you when things are in bloom and when would be a good time to go and view the leaves in Kyoto. Hana means flower, mi means viewing, and the process of hanami is not just around the time of cherry blossoms, but the idea is the reverence for nature. Japanese culture is deeply connected. It's a very pagan culture. The Shinto tradition, the reverence for nature is seen everywhere. The way that trees are encircled by little pieces of paper, and so much effort is put into the care for small little garden space. Not the lunar, I don't know, it's not the lunar calendar. Hi, Ken. Just a calendar, a blooming calendar, but it also would include time to go and view the leaves. But even here in a time, Laura, this is for you, even here in a time of year when the energy of the earth is waning, as we are right now in the moon cycle, there is so much beauty. There is beauty in every step of the process. And the color that we see here in this waning energy as the leaves begin to change from green to red to orange to yellow. And I'm not sure what is on the ground in front of this building inside the shrine. Let's go to the poem, see if we can get any clues on that. The birds are millet, and they are pecking happily on the ground. I'll read you the poem. The house has been completed. Sparrows in the backyard, millet pecks happily. It's really beautiful. Space. The garden is not over planted. And there's a plan. Have you seen the movie? I think it is in, maybe not. It's not The Sacred Life of Bees, not that movie. I'm just thinking of a scene in a movie, and there is a gardener, an old gardener, and the garden has been planned so that there is a feature at every time of the year. So where any month at any given time, there is a drop of beauty in the garden. And it was just this really poignant scene. Or I'm also thinking too about here where I live, everybody overplants. They overplant their yards, they overplant their gardens. There's no space for breathing. When there's just Anyway, I'm just thinking about the beauty in the space here, but also there's so much contentment in this card, in that poem. And I know that also inside that house there is tremendous simplicity and space in each of the rooms. Mm-hmm. Yes, so it shows the blooming of the calendar. The calendar shows, it says when the sakura is first in bloom, and then depending on the calendar you have, it'll say when the hydrangea is in bloom and where to go and view the hydrangea, or when the irises are in their fullness and where to go and view the irises. And I remember having a calendar like this, and it was like I could, every weekend when I was off, I could go and view some aspect of nature in its fullness. Yeah. Hello to Aisha. All right, Janine, this card is for you. And again, I invite you to take a breath. Welcome to Soul Star. Oh, Soul Star is Joseph, I believe. Yes, this could be, depending on where you are. Okay. All right. Janine. So this is 3 of Winter. I'm not sure what, hi Vanessa, oh thank you. I'm not sure what you are seeing in this card, but I would like to, the butterfly that is emerging is caught, or has been caught by the sword bearer, but just for a moment. It's almost as if the sword bearer wanted a moment to luxuriate in the beauty of the butterfly as it transforms and leaves. The butterfly is not hurt. It's about to fly away and be released. Let me read you the poem. I'm kind of one thing that is emerging today is we've had lots of autumn and winter cards. And this is very much in alignment with my intention for today, and that is this silence, the quiet that is in alignment with the energy of the waning moon and being present. In spite of the winter, butterfly wings grow out of the heart. In spite of the winter, butterfly wings grow out of the heart. This is a beautiful way to reflect on any Three of Swords. If you think of a Three of Swords card as the winter of your heart, the process of the Three of Swords is through the butterfly, the beauty and the transformation. And it's only in the journey of going through a Three of Swords experience that we get to understand what the butterfly feels like. Yes, I like what Dee wrote. Perry says that she is in awe of spring and the metamorphosis that is. Yes. It truly is beautiful. I think this is the most beautiful, poignant Three of Swords card I have ever seen. If I was doing one of those videos where, and I've done it once, where it took me a couple of videos to get it done, but I shared with you 78 cards, 78 decks. This would be in there. This is a pretty big card. All right. I have lost track of where we are. Aisha, this is the Tarot of Japanese Poetry. Here, I'll hold it up on this camera. Let's do this. Maybe tomorrow I will do I'll sort the deck and I'll do a walkthrough. I've had it for a little while. I saw it on somebody's channel and I knew I didn't have time to dive into it. So I just put it away. But I decided today, in light of the topic, I wanted to pull it out. But I will sort it and I'll do a walkthrough tomorrow. Okay? All right. All right, Aisha. Perhaps one of you could type the poem into the chat, deepening understanding of the Three of Swords here. In spite of the winter, comma, butterfly wings grow out of the heart. Okay. Aisha, this is for you. Thank you, Aisha. Hello, Colleen. Wheel of Fortune. Let's see if I can zoom in here. I'm really picking up on the reverence for tradition. That's something that doesn't feel very Wheel of Fortune, wheel-like, but there's something about that. Do you perceive a wall? Is there a wall, or is it just the way the landscape is there? There's a river, and there is the space and the vastness beyond the river, and then what is on this side of the river. Three generations carrying on tradition. Thanks for sharing that, Janine. Beautiful. Thank you for all your comments. Okay. There's something about the space in this deck that is just so incredible. And it's like they give each other space. The space, while everyone abides through the tradition or a tradition, there is still space. The landscape is transforming. What season are we in? It looks like autumn. So that's another plus for this deck, because this is a fire card, if you consider Jupiter fire. Sorry, I don't have much to say here. I'm sort of speechless about what's going on. Let me read you the poem. Is that your household, Aisha? 3 generations is Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. That's incredible. Okay, so the poet is Taigu. Inconsistency is the destiny of our world. Isn't that why the mortal human's songs are full of sadness, of a scorned human race? Inconsistency is the destiny of our world. Oh, that's beautiful. And I just want to show you in the guidebook, you even get closer up into the artwork. It's really beautiful. Oh, well, I'm glad that resonates. Tarot of Japanese poetry. All right. I feel like I found everything I have been wanting to connect the three and all other cultures. Wow. That is profound, Aisha. I'm getting chills. That's just beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Is there anyone else who would like a card? Just let me know. I'll shuffle, shuffle. All right. Vanessa and Amanda. Okay. Vanessa and Amanda. And Kushi. Okay. Okay. So, oh yes, I'm seeing the order here. All right. So Kushi, this card is for you. So we'll do Kushi and then Vanessa and then Amanda. Okay? Hi, Sarah. Okay. Kushi, this is for you. And for those of you that are just strolling in, the theme for today is about simplicity. It's about space. This is the star card. It's about an honoring of giving oneself space. And I was really feeling so when I think about sensual pleasures in terms of this card, there is an overwhelmed, I don't know about you, but when I go out at night and I can see the starscape, it's a powerful, powerful experience. And so, Kushi, I want to invite you, wherever you are in the world, to take some time to view the stars and know that there are messages in the stars for you. As soon as I pulled this card for you, I felt a deep, deep ancestral connection that had a message for you to support and calm, and to know you are exactly where you need to be, that you have made the right decision, and that this ancestor is I just keep hearing the word gift. I don't know if you have received a gift or a gift. This ancestor is a gift, but your space, your sensual experience will best be received outside at night, connecting to the stars, listening to the stars. Isn't it, Donna? Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Okay. Okay, Vanessa. Thank you, Donna. Vanessa, this card is for you. I invite you to close your eyes and take a big breath in and out. Same card for you, Vanessa. Same card. I had a different point of focus for you, and I'm feeling tingles in the very back of my head But this right here, I know the focus is this sort of this thing overhead here, this angel or whatever it is, but I'm really drawn right here for you. There's something right there, lower on the horizon. Ooh, and something quite incredible. Vanessa, I'm seeing here a helix. Here, double helix, right? Low on the horizon, perhaps even within the landscape. And so as well for you, there is, the star is, I mean, God, the star is such a beautiful card. It is probably the most spacious card in the tarot. It's one that opens a door, that opens a window to freedom, to opportunity. And so in response to this, and I didn't read the poem for this card, I would like to do that. Be with the stars tonight. Stars in the sky, oh how big, oh how high. The poet is Sho Haku. These, and they're not. They're not all haiku. Many of them are translated haiku, but sorry, I'm just a buzz here. I'm just a buzz. It's a very powerful card. Thank you, Amanda. My whole body is vibrating. This is extraordinary. Amanda, this is for you. Is he dancing? What is he doing? You know, this reminds me a little bit of the Fool card in the Victorian Fairy Tarot. This is the Fool card. Is he following a firefly or something? That's what it feels like. In the Victorian Fairy Tarot, the only human in the card is in the Fool, and the human is following the fairies. But it's like this I'm not sure. I think he's following an insect or something. Following a firefly. I don't know. It's beautiful. So, Amanda, follow the fairies. Follow the hummingbird. I'll read you the poem. It's so joyful, so joyful. Naive soul bumps into a thorn catching fireflies. Here's the You know, the other piece that I like about this painting, Amanda, is the presence through the barefoot, the bare feet. And this felt really significant this morning as well, to touch. He's trying to catch fireflies. Yeah. All right, is there, I can do one more, or more. One more or more. Svetlana Dmitrieva. Okay, this one is for you, Svetlana. And may you all take a little piece of this and find a way in yes, Aisha, go ahead. Aisha, what did you want to share before I do Svetlana's, pull a card for Svetlana? So Aisha's card was the wheel, and we were looking at 3 generations. I'll see if I can find it for you. According to the box, it is an 80-something card deck, so just give me a moment here. There it is. So Aisha says, apart from the Kabbalah, so yes, because we are looking at the 3 pillars as well too in the Kabbalah, you found another connection. Okay. I recently started sharing my poetry that had started with a haiku poem I wrote long ago. I can't help but feel that this card is connecting that to how my forefathers wrote poetry. So beautiful. That is a big, big wow. And going back to Amanda's card, I think this is a very, I appreciate that comment, Perry. All right, so the final card for today is for Svetlana. Okay. Svetlana, please close your eyes, take a big breath in and out, and this message is for you. This art is for you. To everything, there is a season. And this is the completion of, while this beautiful building has stood for perhaps hundreds and hundreds of years, it's time for it to come down. And the sun is rising behind. And I imagine once this comes crumbling down, I can visualize and see the small mosses and flowers growing out of the rocks. Allow it to come down. And I'm sensing as well too, there's a part of you that needs to witness it coming down. To know that it is its time. And new and beautiful things will grow where the tower once stood. Okay, and then here is the poem. This one's a little bit longer. Foreshadowed the course of the heavenly bodies. As soon as the sun goes down over the ruins of the castle, the moon comes up. Again, foreshadowed the course of the heavenly bodies. As soon as the sun goes down over the ruins of the castle, the moon comes up. Okay. Well, I hope you have enjoyed our glimpse at a few of the cards in this gorgeous deck, and I will endeavor to sort it out and do a complete walkthrough tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific. Thank you so much for supporting one another in the chat. Namaste.